today's video, or to the channel. It's been a little bit since I uploaded a video. We are at acupuncture for my weekly session. I haven't been here in a week, so I'm excited to see if she can like fix me a little bit. I've been feeling better. It goes like that, right? So sometimes I'm really, really good, and then all of a sudden, not so good. I don't know if I mentioned on here, but I got blood work done last Friday. Was it last Friday?
I think so, yeah.
Last Friday, and she said it takes a couple of weeks, so she said 1 to 2 weeks. So a little bit of a long thing, but hopefully we have some answers and we can move forward with the next step.
And we'll have a better idea of what next steps to do once we go through the entire blood panel.
And that's fixable, right? Like fixing the liver to start.
For sure. Yeah, your body will always want to go back to homeostasis.
Right.
Like it's always trying to go back to normal. The only thing that's stopping it are like little things along the way. So we need to figure out and isolate what those things are stopping it from just kind of like naturally aligning itself.
Got it.
I've got a lot of tension back here.
Oh, it's been a rough couple.
Today is just going to be a very relaxing sort of session. Get her out of fight or flight. But really, I think that our major steps are going to be when we actually sit down to take a look at that full blood panel so that we can go over things that are giving her some issues. So we're doing some structural alignment acupuncture just to help with some of the tension, but we're also doing some points to help relieve her liver. And when we do that in Chinese med, it's just kind of like optimizing the liver's ability to metabolize things that aren't supposed to be in your blood. Now, because she does have implants, if she's having issues with it, it shouldn't be so bad because she has saline. And typically for most people, the liver is naturally able to process any of the toxins that might come from implants. But I think that because she has a diminished liver function, the ability to metabolize is kind of bunk right now.
What a good terminology.
I know.
Funk.
Super scientific.
Super scientific. Yeah, I apologize. A lot of times when I get into like the acupuncture portion of it, my brain switches from left brain to right brain. So right now my entire focus is just trying to see where you're holding, what I'm feeling when I'm palpating.
Holy sh**.
The interesting thing is though, is that she has specifically tight fascial adhesions on this side, and it'll usually hurt a lot more when you have those fascial adhesions. Now, when we get into here, watch, nothing.
Wow.
Right? So she's holding more so on this side than she is on that side.
Interesting, because sometimes she holds more on that
On the
side
other
too.
side, right?
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's
Is it
why
normal
you
for it
come.
to shift?
Yes.
Yeah.
Especially with the way that she moves her body so much. Sometimes you'll like hold over here and you'll have like a structural misalignment here, but then you compensate on this side. And so it's almost kind of like following and seeing how the body manifests whenever you come in. And that's why you always reevaluate before you stick in needles, because your body is dynamic.
Oh.
Look at all that blood.
Yeah.
For real?
You can see it. Well,
Yeah,
you're
it's
not
all
bleeding, but it's all
microcirculation.
very red around the insertion points of the needle.
That's how you know we've got the right points. And I think it's so interesting because we did the same mirrored point on this side, and that was like a zinger.
Yeah.
And nothing
That's
for you
so
on this
crazy.
side. And you can even see here that there's like a huge reaction on that side, which means that you've got a lot more blood circulation going in. What you want to see when you're putting in your acupuncture points is those, right? They call that da qi or sha. Sha is the redness around it, but da qi is the arrival of qi in Chinese. And so you don't want to just like stick in needles and then like put it into the muscle. You want to be able to stick in the needles and make sure that the points are activated so that they're actually bringing blood flow into the area.
Where are we?
Chicken kitchen. Chicken kitchen. So I used to have chicken kitchen in Miami when I used to live there. It was like literally the place to go for lunch, and it started in high school and it went all the way up until I left, and I haven't had it in a really long time. And it's really cool. They have a lot of new things now, but what they had was like yellow rice and chicken. It's like known as their chop chop, and they have the Mexican chop chop and the Cuban chop chop and the I think Asian chop chop. So good. Let's go. Yes, please. So we got the Cuban, and the Cuban chop chop is just white rice, beans, chicken, lettuce, and tomato. But we got it with yellow rice, and I got it with yellow rice because it's just to bring me back to when I used to live in Miami, and I just felt like having the yellow rice. And then this is the mustard curry sauce that we put on it, and usually I'll just like douse it with it, but I'm an adult now.
So you're still gonna douse it?
So I'm still gonna douse it. And it comes with pita. It's a really, really filling meal. But wanted to let you guys know about what happened today really quick. So some of that blood work came back, and the results that we have right now are a little bit surprising. She has to like review them a little bit more in depth and get the rest of them. But first thing she said, what was the very first thing? Oh, my liver's not functioning. I have a high hormone, which means my liver is not functioning optimally. And then she also said I have high cholesterol and I'm not getting enough protein. So that's over here at Chicken Kitchen. Just kidding. It was actually a coincidence. But that's all she said. She said she's going to review it a little bit more in depth, and then we're going to sit and talk about it, I think, in next consultation. So I'll be sure to let you guys know what she says. But for now, Taz and I are going to eat because it's our first meal of the day. Ran some errands after Chicken Kitchen, and we did some groceries. So I figured I'd give you guys a mini grocery haul. Taz got some curly fries, and also waffle fries. My cute American boyfriend. And then we also got some olive oil. We have been using olive oil like crazy. You know those healthy fats? Pink beans, black beans, another kind of bean somewhere, M&Ms, because we have this trail mix that's been sitting here that Becca gave me. Well, half of it's gone, but I can't eat that without chocolate. So I'm gonna put some chocolate in here, and that'll be like a snack for me. Coconut oil that Taz needs for the cookies, the non-dairy creamer that we really, really like. Got some eggs. Then we got some unsweetened almond milk, some raspberries, some blackberries, some spinach, avocado, tofu. But yummy, you're not vegan anymore. I know. Taz and I actually like this a lot, the way we've been cooking it lately. So that's pretty much been a staple. We also bought ground turkey breast, 99% lean and 93% lean. What Taz has been doing lately is mixing the tofu with the turkey, so it's not as much turkey. And then we got some tomatoes, some mangoes. This is a very good grocery haul, a lot of different things. Some white rice. Here is the other beans, the red beans. And then some garlic powder. And then lastly, we have these two things that we bought when we were on the vegan challenge. I love this so much. Like the flavor on its own, it's so good. And the macros aren't horrible. So for a cup, it's 4 fat, 34 carbs, 10 fiber, and 13 protein. And we'll just like add this to the tofu or whatever and make a nice little bowl of it. And that's it. We're gonna put this away and I'll come back to talk to you guys about everything. Hey friends, so we're here. I don't even know how to begin this talk. I guess I'll just start by saying that on Sunday I had like a breakdown, literally a breakdown, and I was crying and I was just very overwhelmed and I just felt kind of like out of control, right? So Tab was here, thankfully, and we just talked for a really long time. And I was kind of talking through about what I was feeling and everything that I've just been going through. And I think that with everything that I have going on, Lavavi and the tribe and traveling and everything, I just felt like a little bit out of control. And I didn't really think that that affected me as much as it has been. And also like trying to figure out what's wrong with me, like health-wise and everything. Yeah, so just a lot going on, and I've realized that I've been putting out so much stuff, right? but I don't have anything like left to give. And I just finished a challenge, and I've just been thinking about it a lot, and I just felt that I wanted to do more, that I wanted to give more. But at the same time, I felt that I didn't have anything to give. And one of the things that has been really like replaying in my heart, and I've just been thinking about for a while now, is something that I heard in 2 separate sermons. They were talking about 2 totally different messages, but the message for me at least was the same. And they were talking about how if we don't have if we're not full, there's no way we can fill others up. And they use the example of having like a vase or a cup, right? And if you're always tilted, right? If, let's say this is the cup, if you're always like this, you're always pouring out, right? But you have nothing to receive in because you are vertical instead of up horizontal. I'm sorry, horizontal. Because you're horizontal and you're just like giving and giving and giving. And you're not vertical and you can't receive anything, right? So they gave that example, and then they gave the other example. If, you stand strong on a foundation, right? The foundation, and you have this outpour of love and light and joy coming to you. At some point, you're going to overflow and still be able to give your gifts to other people. I hope that makes sense. And I feel like right now I'm like this, pretty much like this. And I was telling Taz that I kind of feel empty, that there's so much that I want to do, and so much, like I have so many ideas, especially for the Mind, Body, and Soul Tribe right now. And I just feel like I don't have it in me to provide that to you. So all of this to say that I decided to not have the challenge this month that was supposed to start on Monday. I've already spoken to all the girls that had signed up, and I've either given them their money back or they've saved their spots for the next challenge. But I wanted to talk to them first before making this video, because just out of respect for them, right? I didn't want them to find out through a video. But they've been so supportive of me, and there's these things that I teach or try to teach in the Mind, Body, and Soul Challenge, and I feel like I'm not living that right now just because of what I'm going through in life. And while that's okay because I'm human, and I've taken some time to think about that, I want to be able to give you guys what you deserve. So that's what I'm taking a break from. I'm taking a break from the challenges. It's still going to happen, just not this month. Hopefully in September we'll have one, but only time will tell. I am going to be traveling extensively till October. I'm hoping that September or October is the one when we start over, but that's just a little bit of what I've been dealing with, and I'm feeling much, much better now. And I surrounded myself with some people this past week that just helped me out a lot, and Taz has really been helping me out. And I have to do this for myself, because if I just keep trying to put out all these amazing things, I'm just not feeling like it's coming out the way I want to. And I'm not sure this makes any sense at all, but I want to be able to provide the best that I can for you guys, and right now I just can't. So that's that. I did get some relief today when I found out that we might have an answer about the health situation. So once we have all of that figured out, I'm gonna be able to put like my focus on other things, because right now it's all on my health and making sure I'm healthy first and foremost before I can do anything else. So yeah, I feel like I'm forgetting a bunch of things, and I apologize, but that's just what I've been feeling lately. And I don't talk about it very much, but I do struggle with anxiety, and I do go through all the things that normal people go through, right? People probably think that I have my life figured out and that I have all these followers, which should mean that I have my life figured out or that I'm happy or whatever. And I want you to know that's not the case. And I do struggle a lot more than I show. And I'm going to try to make it a point to show that to you guys, because I feel as though I used to be a lot more me. And, in hopes of like, I don't know, growing my business or just whatever, I've done the things that I should be doing to grow my business, but I've kind of come away from who I am, and that's kind of what I need to do. I need to focus on myself for a little bit and figure out what brings me joy and what brings me happiness. And from there, I'll be able to share that with you guys because yeah, you know, I feel like I'm still on a journey, and I want you guys to know that. And it's a journey about finding myself, getting lost, and finding myself again and getting lost. But it's a journey nonetheless, and I am human. And yeah, there's Luther trying to get out. What are you trying to do? Come here. Come say hi. Come on. Okay, maybe not. But I think that's all I wanted to say. Probably not. I probably forgot because I get like camera shy when we talk about these topics. But yeah, if you guys have any questions at all, feel free to leave them down below. But that's the break that I'm talking about. The challenge is still going to happen, just not this month. So I'm going to take this time to really reflect on what I want to do and how I want to do it, and just bring you guys the very, very best that you deserve, because you do deserve that. And I want you guys to experience goodness, right? So that's that. Thank you for understanding those that messaged me and were like, we miss you, but I understand. It's always nice getting those messages and knowing that you guys are thinking of me. And that, yeah, so that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any questions at all, please leave them down below. I'd be more than happy to answer any questions. And if you are not a part of the Yam Fam group on Facebook, click the link in the description box below so you can check that out. While I love to talk to you guys in the comments, I think that the Facebook group is a place where we can go a little deeper in our conversations, and I love to do that. So check out the Facebook group. It's completely free. You don't have to buy anything. It's just a place for us to gather and communicate and just have community. So that'll be in the link below. I think that's it. Oh, the Nashville event is still happening. So make sure that if you plan on going, click on the link below to RSVP so we have a good number of who will be there so you can get your goodie bags and all the food and everything. So I'm really, really excited. That's on September 23rd from 12 to 4. Yes, 12 to 4. I think that's it. Thank you guys so much. I love you with all of my heart. Thank you for just being here with me throughout the ups and the downs, and never leaving me. So I love you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one.